Let me welcome you to your National Museum of African American History and Culture. "11 years ago, we began this journey with a staff of 2. We knew we needed to raise millions and millions of dollars, and candidly, there were a lot of people who believed it wouldn't happen. But what has happened is that as a result of the support of so many people who care about what this country is about, we are now opening a national museum that has thousands of artifacts, that 200 staff members work hard to birth, and that we have raised all the money we needed, plus we've gone over our goal. But even more importantly, this museum will do more than help you remember. It really sets out to position African American history as a lens to better understand what it means to be an American.
Kaiser Permanente could not be more proud to be part of this institution. We are all hopeful that this museum will be instrumental in creating more dialogue and greater understanding of the African American experience in this country at a time when we've had a lot of progress, but we all know that there's still so much more work ahead of us.
One of the things that Kaiser is so good at is the notion of helping all Americans think about health and healthy living. And the fact that they have supported our Sweet Home Cafe, which is really about regional cooking but healthy cooking. And so in a way, what we're so proud of with Kaiser is not only they help us build a building, but they're helping us create generations of healthy Americans.
When you think about African Americans and you think about the food from the South and how we had gardens, and having this cafe sponsored by Kaiser, it is all about health. It's all about these whole foods fueling our bodies. But it's also very cultural, depending on where you're from. When we think about what we put into our vehicle and to making this instrument run, it's all about really good, wholesome foods.
I really want to say how much it means to me that you were a founding donor to the museum, but also agreed to sponsor the grand opening events. It is because of you, your commitment to inclusion and diversity, your support, that we're able to craft a museum that will really help Americans, on the one hand, remember the rich history of the African American, remember people whose story got left out of the history books, but allow us to craft a museum that will help the public confront its tortured racial past, but also it'll find the joy that is in this community. The story of Black America is the quintessential American story. It is a story that has profoundly shaped us all. When we think of American values of optimism, spirituality, resiliency, we're a better look in this community. When we think about moments when there was the expansion of liberty or the redefinition of citizenship, it's tied to this community. This is everybody's story because all of us have been made better by the African American experience.
For centuries, the hopes, dreams, and promise of this great nation has been shaped by the African American experience. And now, there's a museum to honor this legacy. Visit the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. Plan your trip today and see how African American history is history for all of us. Go to NMAAHC.org for more information and to get your free timed entry pass. Sponsored by Bank of America, Kaiser Permanente, Prudential, Target, and Toyota.